Here's Tom Brady. His team lost tonight.
I give them a lot of credit. They played a good game. Yeah, they made a lot of plays, offensively, defensively, and we just didn't match it. So, come on the road, you got to play well in all three phases, and we just offensively didn't do a good enough job. Too many missed opportunities out there.
Mohamed Sanu, seemed like you guys had the connection going a little bit. What were your thoughts on just working with him, the production he had tonight?
Yeah, he played hard. All the guys played hard. Most of the guys were out there the whole night. So different times we had really good rhythm, and then others we just couldn't quite get into it. But, it's NFL football, so got to do better than we did tonight.
Julian's made so many big plays for you, Tom, obviously. But how did you look at the fumble play and how momentum turned right there?
He was just trying to get yards, and they made a good play. I mean, give him credit. Those are the types of plays good defenses make. And he avoided the one tackler, and then the other guy got his hands on him, punched the ball out. And I was happy the way we responded. Came back, scored again.
Is there something you can take from the game going forward over, in the bye week and then into the next tough 4 games coming up?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, losses always find a way to recalibrate, how you see yourself. And, we obviously have a lot of work to do. So just wasn't obviously good enough. Get beat by 17 points, and that's not what we're all about. So I give the Ravens credit. I think they played really well, took advantage of their opportunities, and that's what it takes.
Tom, is this bye week coming at a good time for you guys?
It is. It is when it is. So, yeah. Anything else?
Tom, we see games where you guys sub out personnel quite a bit. This wasn't one of them. It seemed like you stayed with the same grouping quite a bit, and tempo was part of what you wanted to do. What was it about that approach that you thought was the way to go?
We just thought that would give us the best approach to win, and guys were out there, played hard, and we went with the guys that we thought would give us the best chance to win, and I think those guys played hard. So everyone's got to contribute at some point, and come in and take advantage of their opportunities when they get them.
Did Sanu do anything specifically better this week, or that you did seem to be able to go to him a lot more in tonight's game, obviously?
Yeah, we threw the ball a lot, so it was going to be spread around to quite a few people. I'm happy he made a bunch of plays, and happy Jules made a bunch of plays, and we just got to all of us have to make a bunch more plays.
How much is the focus is the red zone, punching in touchdowns as opposed to settling for field goals?
Yeah, that's those are important plays. So it hasn't really been a strength of ours all year. So we're gonna have to figure out how to improve it. So thank you guys, appreciate it. Bye, D-Mac.
So, again, that was the headline. The Patriots had a very soft schedule, and this is the meat of their schedule. The Ravens coming off a bye week. Right. It's tough to beat them in prime time. They now have their bye week, New England. They're at Philadelphia, home Dallas, at Houston, and home to Mahomes in Kansas City after that before it finishes a little soft again. So this is the meat of their schedule, and we'll really know how good they are.
And the Ravens get a winless Bengals team next week. So they get
almost a bye week.
Yeah, to pad that record a little bit more. Still hope to hear from Lamar Jackson before this evening is over, whether here or with Scott Van Pelt. More SportsCenter.
All right, there's really not much to say tonight. Obviously, we didn't do anything well enough to deserve to win. Certainly didn't coach well enough. Just didn't do anything well enough. So give them credit. They're better than we were tonight. Certainly the better team. And, we just all got to do a better job. So I don't know what else there is to say.
Bill, when you think about Lamar Jackson and you see him on tape and then you see him live, is there a big difference?
He's good on tape. He's good on tape.
I'm talking about more like the speed, and you get a better sense of it when you play him. Will this help your team if they have to see him again, having played him in this circumstance?
Yeah, I don't know. Right now they're not on our schedule, so I'm not really worried about that.
Bill, uncharacteristic, self-inflicted mistakes, especially in that first drive. It looked like you had them held to a field goal. How important was that? The mistakes tonight.
Yeah, there were a lot. We did a lot of things that need to be better. Like I said, could have coached better, could have played better. All that would have helped us.
Bill, can I ask, I was just curious if you had considered going for it on 4th down before halftime, or what your thought process was there.
Yeah, we thought about it. We took the points.
Is that for you related to getting the ball coming out in the second half, or does that not factor, or does it?
Yeah, that's probably part of it.
Bill, what are your thoughts on Mohamed Sanu's development in his second week with the offense now?
Just what I said. We've all got to do a better job. That includes everybody. So, period.
So coming back, even fighting back from 17-0, anything good in that in your mind?
Yeah, we competed out there. It wasn't good enough. So we've all got to do a better job, starting with me.
The things that you have to do strategically with Jackson, how much does that leave you vulnerable to other things they can do offensively?
Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of good players. They're well coached, so they have a lot of weapons.
Did their offense pretty much show you what you were expecting, or was it any new wrinkles?
Yeah, they always have a couple new wrinkles, yeah. They do that every week.
Did they give you anything defensively? Tom took a fair amount of pressure tonight. Anything defensively in terms of blitzes that gave the offensive line and the blocking scheme trouble?
I wouldn't say there was they had let's say one adjustment for the game, but yeah, I mean, look, in the end, we just have to coach better and play better.
Bill was in no mood. Coach Harbaugh is probably in a good
It's
mood.
a really good accomplishment to beat a team of that caliber, and we're proud to do it. And we know it's just one game, and just half the season is over. That's it. We have half the season still to go. So there's a lot of stories still to be written, and we're moving on to the next game. Okay. Anybody got anything? No questions. We're good.
Coach, you talked about the decision on 4th and 4 to go for. What was your thinking there? Out of Tucker's range, or?
It was a tough field goal at that point. We could have. I think Tuck could have got it there, but it was beyond our number. Our number was pretty well short of that, and we felt like just to give ourselves the best chance, we'd try to go ahead and get the 4th down, and give our players all the credit in the world for making it. Lamar, Willie, the protection to make that play was probably the play that turned the game. Matter of fact, Willie Snead got a game ball for that.
Then you put up plays that turn the game. How important was the Andrews completion on 3rd down? Your defense had been on the field so many straight plays, and that looked to be if you didn't get that, it would have been 3 and out.
That's a big one. He should have gotten the game ball. Throw by Lamar. Again, the protection was there, and make that play. Tight coverage. I mean, he's covered. He's like a glove. And he goes up and makes that play.
All right, having some issues there, but John Harbaugh pretty much tried to do what Bill Belichick was doing from a different direction. They're not
nobody can do what Bill Belichick
well, that's fair.
does.
Fair enough. But they're trying not to make too big a deal out of this one particular game. However, if you are the Ravens and you do have a young quarterback and you're trying to establish a culture, a personality for your squad, what does this win do for you?
This does a lot for you when you're playing against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and this team that is undefeated. And actually, if they win this game, they now have a 3 or 2 game separation on everyone chasing them to make the playoffs go through Foxborough. Right. So now the Baltimore Ravens close that gap. The Baltimore Ravens also show they have the talent, they have the scheme and the template to win against the New England Patriots, which is just huge for them.
They have the winless Bengals next week on the road to the Ravens.
Tough.
That's going to be a tough one. We'll see what happens. But then the Patriots are on a bye after their first loss. They go into the week, and Bill can simmer a little bit more on that. Ryan, appreciate the time, bro.
Thank you, bro.
All right.